hike. Oh! Hey, I'm Tony Danza, and I'm live from New York City. Great, I like that.
Tony's guests today are the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, the world's greatest illusionist, David Copperfield, and Tony makes caramel French toast with Chef Tyler Florence.
And now here's your host, Tony Danza.
Hey! Oh, hey! Oh, good morning. Morning, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Oh, hi. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, September 14th, 2004. It's my second day on the job, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Showed up this morning with my, my thermos and my lunchbox and my hard hat with the flashlight, and I've been here working. No, it's great. Hey, say hello to Ereka Vetrini, ladies and gentlemen. More. Hello, Ereka.
Hello, Tony.
Hello, Vetrini. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Thanks to you, I've got about 30 messages in my voicemail.
Good messages?
Vetrini.
Vetrini.
Good job, Vetrini.
That's great. Now, you did get some feedback, I hope, on the show. Did anybody see this show yesterday? Yeah, we had such a good time. I mean, it was amazing. Regis and it's funny about Regis is, Regis broke the world record for most hours on TV, and yesterday I broke the world record for most relatives on TV. I did. I had so many cousins here. It was unbelievable. I got a cousin on the staff now. It's incredible. But did you get feedback?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mailbox full, emails. It was great. Very positive. They love you.
They like the show. Well, I want them. Well, I appreciate that. But I want them to love the show. That's my whole thing, Oh, speaking of that, speaking of loving the show, that talent coordinator that I've got? Unbelievable. He's unreal. He's at work. You know who's here today? The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, and David Copperfield. This guy's unreal. He's unreal. He really is. In fact, we got a camera in his office because we like to keep an eye on him. Let's see who he's after today. Come on, let's see.
Yeah. Who's this? Hey, how you doing? Affleck, you know how to make a bun cake? Well, learn. You're going to be on the show Thursday. And bring something nice for Tony, all right? Good.
Telling you. Yeah, that's James Gandolfini being summer-sized. Hey, Vetrini, let me ask you a question. Now, you're from a reality show, right?
I am.
I mean, you're a reality show person, and by the way, we're happy you're here now. But don't you think like everybody's going to have a reality show eventually?
It's crazy.
I mean, I was at Elaine's last night, and I ran into. I walk into Elaine's, and the waiter, I sit down. The waiter says to me, Farrah Fawcett would like to send you over a bottle of champagne. I said, well, I shouldn't have to. He says she insists. So I said, all right, Dom Perignon. But
Make it good.
might as well get it if I'm going to get it. But it turns out she was actually filming a reality show in Elaine's, and they wanted me to come over, and I did, and of course I plugged my show, but it's like who else is going to have a reality show?
Tommy Hilfiger too, right?
Tommy Hilfiger's got a reality. Will have one.
The Gaudis. They're
The
everywhere.
Gaudis, that's right, the Gaudis.
Well, it's funny you say that, though, because we actually asked New Yorkers who they like to see as their next reality show.
Oh, I see. So, this is another thing Vetrini does. Aside from being our announcer, she goes out in the street and she investigates these controversial issues.
I did. So take a look.
Shall we take a look?
It seems that everybody's got a reality show today. Who do you think should have their own reality show?
I'd love to see Britney Spears and Kevin Federline.
Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston. I would love to see how two perfect-looking people live.
I would like to know more about Barbara Walters. She has spent her life looking into other people's lives. At this time of her life, I would like to know about her.
Michael Jackson.
Robert De Niro.
How about Diana Ross?
Big Patrick Swayze because he's so hot.
Pamela Anderson, Nicole Kidman, and Julia Roberts.
Whoa, that's quite a list.
There has to be a rotten side behind the scenes.
You may not like it, but it definitely has to be Omarosa.
So who will be the next big reality star? It's anybody's guess.
Oh, God, Omarosa.
Hey,
So, I don't know. It's crazy. I think everybody has to have one now. It's just the way it is. I think, you know, if you don't have a reality show, you're not real.
no.
I mean, you know, as I used to think when they first had those, the dating shows, you know, that was the only way to fall in love now. Yeah, you know, like that guy, Andrew Firestone, for instance.
Yeah.
He's a Firestone. He's a handsome guy, you know, a good family name. Obviously, he doesn't have to pay the rent. He's not worried about that. And he can't find anybody unless he goes on TV. Goes on TV, boom.
But then
13 weeks later, he's engaged.
But no, but then now she's got her own.
She has her own.
Yes, now she's looking for a new man.
I don't know.
I don't know how it works.
I'll tell you, one thing I saw yesterday was really amazing. You see the Oprah show?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Don't get your hopes up, folks. No, well, we have a clip of it. It's an amazing thing to see the joy and the exuberance of these people. I mean, there are people doing things to cars that, anyway, let's just take a look at this.
All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, man. Amazing. Amazing. I mean, you know, first of all, it's like everybody thought they were the ones who won at first. I mean, nobody knew everybody had one, so that was really great. You know, and it was wild. And, you know, we actually, you know, the Tony Danza show leaves no stone uncovered. And so we went out and found one of the people who was in the audience yesterday, an audience member from the show, Tanya Shepard and her husband, Carl are here, right? Come say hello, Tanya. Stand, please. Congratulations on winning. So tell us a little bit about the moment that it happened. I mean...
Oh, so exciting. So very exciting. Just tears and tears and tears of joy.
Really?
Yes.
And let me ask you a question now. Carl, you didn't make the show.
No.
You were supposed to.
I blew it, Tony.
So you blew a car, basically. Yeah, that's not bad. Now, wait a minute. What about, he was going to drive you.
Yes.
You drove with your friend. Do you have a license?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do have a license. Yes. Well, we had
I was a little worried about that. Yeah.
Yes.
So what was the story that got you on the show? Because I guess everybody had to have a story that said they needed a car in some way or another.
Right. Well, I just said that I wanted tickets to the Oprah Winfrey show and that my husband would drive me anywhere. And
oh, so just the word drive maybe did it, yeah.
Drive, exactly. Just
so
right.
I'd like to be the guy with the tickets at the end of the line. Everybody's in there. You go, oh, I got a ticket. And I'm sorry, sir, no room. You know. Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. And now you get to go and pick your own car, fully loaded and everything else. Yeah. Well, just so you show that we're not. We want to get in on this. We really do. We love having you here, and we feel. Like I said, don't get your hopes up. Buddy. No, but you know what we do have? Because you're going to need this. You're going to need this with your new car. From the Sunrise Car Wash, which is in Valley Stream, which is close to my neighborhood in Malvern, right? And your neighborhood, right? How about this? A year of free car washes and an oil change from your home. Right. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Carl. And in keeping with the spirit, time, because you're here today, everybody in the audience is going to get a T-shirt. Oh, yes. No. You get a shirt. You get a shirt. You get a shirt. You get a shirt. Best I could do. You know, maybe in 18 years I'll come up with a car for everybody. That'd be great. But anyway, you ready?
I'm ready.
Speaking of a giveaway.
I know.
This is my favorite part of the show, ladies and gentlemen, because this is when I get to talk to a home viewer and give them a chance to win up to $5,000 from our friends at Disney's Visa by asking them a question about a subject they told us they were an expert in. It's a little game we like to call Extravaganza. Go get it. On the phone today, we have Ereka Mancera from La Porte, Texas, who watches us on KTRK 13. How are you, Ereka?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm terrific. Thank you. Where is La Porte, Texas?
It's right outside of Houston.
Right outside of Houston. Okay. What do you do there? Do you do any type of work?
Yes, I am a daycare nursery. I work in a daycare nursery part-time.
Oh, that's great. Great. Anything with kids, you know, I kind of like that. Okay. So what is it that you claim to be an expert in?
Three's Company.
Three's Company, the show Three's Company with John Ritter, my friend. Anyway, we're going to put you to the test. I'm going to ask you one question about Three's Company, and you'll have a chance to win anywhere from $1,000 to the grand prize of $5,000.
All right.
I wish I had a car, but I just don't have it. All right, Vetrini, get us started here.
All right, Ereka, I'm going to reach in here and pick a number from 1 to 5. Let's see what we got. We've got number 1.
Okay.
Ready? Drop it here.
Let's see where this goes.
It's going. It's going. If we get 2.
The right way.
Oh!
Oh, no. Oh,
So
man.
close. So close.
All right.
So close.
Okay. You just missed the $5,000, Ereka, but you will be playing for $1,500 on a Disney Visa gift card.
Okay.
All right, you ready? You get 15 seconds on the clock. And let me ask you something. By the way, Ereka, why are you an expert in Three's Company?
I've always been a fan. I've always watched it since I was little, and I still watch them. The reruns that they show at Nick at Night, and
You used to
I
watch
just
it when
love
you used to watch it when it was on originally.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the show that was like after it? Because
Like, yeah.
it's not important. Anyway, you get 15 seconds on the clock and only one guess. The clock starts when I'm finished reading the question. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Okay. Put 15 seconds on the clock. Here we go. In Three's Company, Terry fell in love with Jack when he altered his appearance because it reminded her of an old boyfriend. What did Jack do to change his appearance?
He put a mustache.
Jeez, this is getting too easy. No, like you are. You are an expert. That is correct.
Congratulations, Ereka. You won $1,500 preloaded onto Disney's Visa card.
All right. How about that? Ereka, thank you so much for playing Extravaganza.
Thank you.
Listen, folks, if you know something about a lot about a certain subject, no matter how obscure it is, and you want the chance to win up to $5,000, go to our website, let me know. I love giving away other people's money. Now, listen, we have a great show for you today. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, is here. And this man is the world's most amazing illusionist, magician, David Copperfield. And later, I'm so excited about this. We're in our kitchen for the first time with Chef Tyler Florence. So don't go away.
Next, the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson. Later, the amazing David Copperfield.
Extravaganza is brought to you by Disney's Visa, the only card that turns everyday spending into magical Disney rewards.
You know, because it's only my second day on the air, and by the way, before I go on, I just forgot to do something. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being here, audience. I appreciate it. I got to get all this stuff down. But, you know, here it is. It's only my second day on the air, and already British royalty is paying us a visit. All right? Our first guest is a best-selling author, an accomplished photographer, and for the past 8 years, the spokesperson for Weight Watchers. It is my honor to introduce the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson. Welcome. Welcome, Duchess.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh, no, we appreciate you coming, but you know, it's kind of, I got to tell you, as you walked out, I went, geez, what do I call her? Hello, Duchess? I don't know.
Well, actually, I answer to most things. You know, after my wedding, everyone called their dog Fergie, so, you know.
No.
So in the park, they were going, Fergie, you know.
You won't hear that from
Sarah's great, actually.
Sarah's good?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
I mean, is that, there must be some protocol.
Well, Duchess is good,
Yeah,
but I like
Duchess.
Sarah. You can come
Duchess,
on.
it sounds like an old, it sounds like, what was that Glenn Ford movie? Wasn't that what he called it? Anyway.
Yeah.
So did you ever think about having a reality show? Anybody ever approach you about a reality show?
Do you know what? Ereka, when I was so annoyed that no one said Fergie. I mean, when you were on the street, I wanted them to say, well, I'd like to see Into the Palace with the Duchess.
So you would
not that I could.
Oh, you wouldn't do it. No, I mean, but you would or you wouldn't do it?
I'd like to do it.
Would
I like to do it?
I don't know. I mean, it's sort of weird. I think you got to really let them inside.
I think I'd like, on a 2-week Weight Watcher tour around America, I would like to have a camera follow me. Because it's really, you know, we go Milwaukee later on today, then we go Denver, then we go San Francisco, then we go Houston, blah, blah,
Oh, sure.
blah. So it'd be fun.
But then later, when they want to come back to the room with you, you know, then you'd probably not be so happy.
Well, Tony, if they're cute.
All righty then. So you're the Weight Watcher lady, right? I mean, that's what you are. And by the way, I'm a big believer in watching what you eat and trying to stay in shape. And in fact, I got to tell you something. Now, I don't know if you know, the Weight Watchers deal is the one with the points. Am I right?
Well, yeah, but they've got a new turnaround.
Well, wait, let me just tell you this. No, please. You're the interviewee. You're supposed to be talking.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I just want to set this up because I have 2 friends, Cha-Cha and Rocky. They're in Little Italy.
Yeah.
And they're you know, rather robust guys, you know.
Cha-Cha and Rocky.
And they lost weight. That's the only time I've ever seen them lose weight. They were both on the point system. Because I mean, you'd hear them yelling across Mulberry Street, hey, how many points you had today? You know, it was like,
really?
Yeah. And it really worked for them. So explain what it is.
Well, that's so exciting because they're both men.
Yeah,
most people say
Italian men. You know, they have bread.
Pasta. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And with Weight Watchers, you can eat pasta and bread and all that. But the great thing is, Tony, is that it's so exciting because there's new, sassy, fantastically exciting program, which is science-based, but you can eat anything you like. You just keep to the core plan. It's called the turnaround program. And you just keep to the core plan, and you can eat anything you like until you're satisfied. So you don't have to count points if you don't want to count points anymore. And it's brand new, Tony.
But it's, I know it sounds brand new, but it doesn't sound logical to me. You eat whatever you want, as much as you like.
But you have to keep to the core food plan.
Oh, the core food plan. Oh, yeah, so in other words, what you like on that list.
Yeah, but there's great things on that list. There's vegetables, soups, pastas, meats, lean meat, everything. So what we're doing is this, it's so science-based that we've got it down to a T. And Weight Watchers has evolved into 2004 with this program, which is really going to help super busy people. Because for me, for example, I'm on an aeroplane, I'm here, there, everywhere. I can't actually I used to track for 7 years, I've been tracking. Now with Cool Plan, I've done it for 3 months in the summer with so many teenagers on holiday. I still managed to do my Cool Plan.
Really?
And what you do is you can eat anything off the list.
Off the list.
That's
now,
it.
But you must exercise as well. I mean, because I'm an exercise nut. I'm a sweat freak. I kind of like to.
But you look fantastic.
Well, I wasn't fishing, but I appreciate that. But so do you exercise as well? I mean,
I am now. I started running in May last year. I now, if I don't run, I get like sort of, you know, my red-headed blood gets a bit feisty.
Well, there is an
feisty.
incredible endorphin thing that happens after you work out.
I run 5 miles a day. And I do yoga.
Well, then can't you eat just about anything you want if you run 5 miles a day?
No, because the great thing about the program is that it's not just about food. It's about activity, behavior, and support. And I need Weight Watchers support to help me because I permanently, since the age of 12, have used food as my friend instead of me as my friend. And so, like today, I really am annoyed I haven't run today.
I see.
Right? So now I need to take some exercise and I need to work it through, you know? And so exercise is vitally important for me, and I've set boundaries for myself. Because I remember the Dalai Lama said when he was talking about his monks, he has to make his monks do 6 hours of prayer a day and meditation, and it's the discipline of life, right?
Right.
So I've understood about myself, I will always have a weight problem, but with the help of Weight Watchers, I now can actually keep my boundaries those boundaries are set in stone. So I know I'm going to be okay because I've got support, activity, running, behavior, and the good 2 food plans, which means I can either choose between doing flex, which is tracking for your friend Cha-Cha and Rocky, or now the new Cool Plan is so exciting. So now I don't have to feel that pressure that if I suddenly get invited to Spain tomorrow, I can go without worrying about it.
Well, you look great. It's working, the Duchess. It really is. It's great. It was great.
Thank you so much.
It's funny you mentioned the Dalai Lama. You know, is he influential in your life? You know, because I heard something he said the other day that just blew me away. He said they were talking about religion and religion. What's your religion? What's your religion? Whose religion is better than the others? And he said, "My religion is kindness." That, wow, that's...
That, Tony, is the secret of life.
Yeah.
It's not about what we look like and all these things. It's about being compassionate in your heart and making acts of kindness.
Right.
Acts of kindness are just extraordinary. Whether you smile at Tommy walking down the passage or Brendan, who you're
Right.
you just remember their names. Be nice. That's an act of kindness. And the other day when I went and saw the Dalai Lama, because if it's as simple as that, just to have kindness, then what are we all on about? And take it back to forget all this materialism. Let's go back to what the essential thing of life is, the heart. Okay. And that's where I'm about.
Well, two things. Give my regards to the Dalai Lama when you go there. And when we come back, since you can get off the points thing when you get an invitation, I'm going to try to turn the Duchess of York into the Duchess of New York as she samples some of my favorite New York foods. We'll be right back with Sarah Ferguson.
Later, Tony cooks with Chef Tyler Florence. Still to come, Master Illusionist David Copperfield.
How would you like a brand new look for the brand new year? I'm talking hair, makeup, clothes. We'll even make over your smile. If you want a new look, including a new smile, send us a card photo and tell us why you deserve a makeover to this address, or log on to our website for more details.
You know, now we're back with the Duchess of York. Now, she doesn't usually eat things like this, but there are certain foods that just scream New York. I asked first, of course, she is royalty, you know, and she was kind enough to indulge me. And Weight Watchers is not about denying yourself, am I right?
That is right.
Okay, so here we go. Number one food in New York.
Okay.
I mean, when you're a kid in New York, and I used to do this with my mother all the time, you stop at one of the hot dog stands, and the one outside actually has been there 38 years. Her name's Angela, who runs the stand, and of course you have to have a hot dog.
Really?
A street dog.
Actually, you know.
With mustard and sauerkraut.
Okay, but there's no onions in there, is there?
No, there's no onions.
But Tony, do you know what?
But I had some onions this morning.
Did
yes.
you? No, you didn't. But Tony, you know what's interesting? I've always longed to have a bite of one of those.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Duchess, let me be the first.
Would you like me to?
Yeah. Little. Yeah. Does she eat? Really? Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking that's above and beyond the Call of Duty, I think. I don't know.
Okay, how do you do
drum
this
roll.
elegantly?
Well, you just actually take a bite. That's it, yeah. Oh, you like that? It's delicious. Delicious.
Is that from the lady, Annie?
Right outside, Angela, yes. 38 years she's been on the corner. Amazing. Yes, she's really something.
That's really good.
That's good. Now, I think you have one for me, right?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay. This is what I like a lot, and I eat for breakfast.
Oh well, it's a soft. What is it? Soft-boiled egg.
It's soft-boiled egg with soldiers.
Which is the little the thing.
That.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I can remember my grandfather doing this. He always did this. Yeah, he had.
Don't you think it's comforting for breakfast?
They'd make the little slices.
Yeah, those are soldiers.
Yeah, and we were Italian.
You're gonna eat that then?
Oh yeah. Oh man, I didn't have breakfast. That's great.
Oh yeah. But so if I eat those things, can I really be the Duchess of New York? I'd like to be.
You're going to be the Duchess of New York. We're not finished with you. Oh, we're not finished with you.
Can I go and meet Cha-Cha and Rocky?
Well, wait. I'm going to say you definitely have to meet Cha-Cha and Rocky because the picture of you with those two guys is killer. It's just great. But here we go. The official Italian restaurant of the Tony Danza show is Patsy's.
Okay, where's Patsy's?
Patsy's on 56th Street in 8th
Can I
Avenue.
go there? Is it good?
Yes, you go there, ask for Sal. Tell him I sent you.
All right. How long has Patsy been there?
About, I think, I want to say 70 years.
Okay.
Yes, it's a long...
okay, so Patsy's not alive, or she is alive?
No, well, Patsy's is a guy.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's a family restaurant.
Okay.
And Frank Sinatra used to hang out there.
Oh, I'm going there.
Okay. Right. Well, anyway, he brought over...
I'll do it my way.
Sal brought over some of Patsy's famous meatballs. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There you are, Duchess.
Thank you very much.
Oh, why do you taste this?
Okay.
This is the greatest.
I'm trying to do it elegantly, but I dribble down my front.
Could I join you? May I join you?
Yeah. Hold on. Whoa. Oh.
He makes a great meatball. He makes a great meatball.
Go away.
You know, I could do this all day. I could do this all day, go back and forth with you.
Right,
but
sorry,
there is something I must show you.
No, wait.
I must show
you
you.
do this.
No,
Okay.
I must show you
Toad
this.
in the hole.
What is that? Toad in the hole?
Yeah, toad in the hole.
Toad in the hole. Okay. This is famous. This is New York. This is called a chocolate egg cream.
Okay.
Okay? So this is how you make it. A little milk.
Yeah.
A little salsa.
Oh, how disgusting.
Right? Oh, no, it's great. A little chocolate syrup.
And this is really special.
And this is what you do. You stir from the bottom. Okay, watch it. It's going to pick up a little peaks here.
Yeah.
All right, and then we give it a little more of a shot. And we have a chocolate egg cream. Try that. Try that on for size. Don't let you go.
Oh, yeah.
So you chase that hot dog down with that. Now, you know what?
All right.
Because you've been so incredible, and you are the Duchess of New York now. Here we are.
Oh, yes! Yes!
How about it, Duchess?
That's it.
We'll be right back. Thank you so much. Sarah Ferguson, ladies and gentlemen.
Next, Chef Tyler Florence shows Tony how to whip up caramel apple French toast. Next week, everybody loves him, Ray Romano.
We're back, and we are in our kitchen for the first time. What do you think? Huh? Pretty nice, our little kitchen? Huh? We will be doing a lot of cooking on this show. Let me show you something. This is a feature that no other show has. It's called an oven cam. Hi, how are you? Then you know you're in trouble. Okay, so because I love to cook, and because we got this kitchen, today we have a very popular chef here to teach us how to make croissant French toast with soft caramel apples. It's not just Italian food on the Tony Danza Show. Please welcome the host of Food Network's How to Boil Water and Food 911, Tyler Florence.
Tony, how are you, man? Good to see you. I'm so glad to be here, huh? This is fantastic, man. Nice kitchen.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah,
and coming from you, that means a lot.
Especially about the old the oven cam. I think
you like that? Look, let's get together. How are you?
Everybody,
hey, how are you?
Awesome. That's great. Cool. So you guys want some breakfast? You guys hungry? Yeah. Cool.
All right, so Tyler, wait, before we start, I mean, you know, you're this guy, a real guy. What made you want to be a chef?
I started washing dishes in a restaurant in my hometown of Greenville, South Carolina, about, I guess, like 15 years ago. I started washing dishes when I was 15, and the girl I was going out with at the time, her parents owned the coolest restaurant in town. So I started washing dishes, and all of a sudden, like the chef who was in the restaurant, he was this great guy, and the coolest thing about it, like women would come see him every night, and he drove this big Harley. I'm like, that's the guy. That's exactly who I want to be. You know? That's kind of a cool guy. So
I totally get it. I totally get it.
So at that point, the career had chosen me. So I've been cooking on the Food Network. I got a couple of great shows: Food 911, How to Boil Water, which is a new show just came out with, and Tyler's Ultimate, which is cool too.
Good. We wish you luck with all of that.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
So what are we making?
Okay, we're making croissant French toast. This is one of the great recipes out of my cookbook called Real Kitchen. And what we do, Tony, why don't you crack 3 eggs in that bowl right there, right?
Gotcha.
Look at, you got the old one-handed trick? There you go, man.
I can do that.
Egg cracker from way back, right? All right, a little bit of milk.
A little bit of milk.
All right, a little bit.
All of it?
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what we're doing is we're making a batter for the French toast, right? A little bit of cinnamon. All right, a little bit of vanilla. There you go. Cinnamon. The whole thing's good, man. A lot of cinnamon's really nice.
The whole thing. Okay.
The whole thing.
A little vanilla.
That's all right.
I thought it was gonna have one of those little drop things, you know.
All right, so give that a good toss. That's cool. All right, so this is the basic, basic particular recipe. And what's so great about this recipe, we're not making French toast, we're making French toast out of croissants, right?
Wow.
Oh, and we're also gonna sort of sandwich caramelized apples in between the whole thing, right? This is a really delicious recipe. Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so Tony's got that working, right? So this is the batter of the whole thing. If you can't find croissants, regular toast will work out just fine with this, right? So we got some apples here. Now, I got some Granny Smith apples that are peeled. All right, I'm gonna cut these into wedges like this, right? And what we're gonna do, actually, let me cut the core out. And what we're gonna do is caramelize them and a little bit of sugar, all right, a little bit of butter, and a little bit of maple syrup. Okay, and let it kind of cook into a pan until they get nice and soft. Right? And look at that, beautiful.
You gotta see this. Yeah, that's beautiful.
That smells fantastic. Beautiful. Okay, so they really taste delicious, and because it's almost like fall in New York City, this is what's really nice, and it tastes delicious.
So it's maple syrup, butter, and sugar.
How bad can that be?
Sounds good to me.
Right? All right, cool. Okay, so now what I have in this pan, I've got a little bit of melted butter. All right, and we're gonna take a croissant, all right, a big fat croissant. And actually, croissants that are a day old actually work out really well with this particular recipe because they're a little dry.
And I think And you can get them cheaper, too.
Yeah, you can. A place out in Brooklyn, right?
Day-old bread. Remember you used to buy day-old bread?
Okay, I'll take it out. So I took a croissant, right? Cut it right in half, okay? And what you do, Tony, why don't you just dip one half in like that?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Okay, now I've got the pan.
Not both sides, am I right?
Yeah, the whole thing. Just give it a good dunk.
Okay.
There you go. Like you're from Brooklyn. That's
there
my
we go.
man. There you go. Cool. Okay, now we're gonna drop that in. All right. So I've got this on like a medium-low temperature, right? So you don't want it too high, because you don't want the eggs to burn. And what's gonna happen is the whole thing's gonna start to cook. We'll do both pieces, so we get like that nice sandwich thing going on.
Sure.
All right. So we got 2 pieces like that, right? So we're gonna drop these in and let them cook like at a sort of a low, kind of medium-low temperature like that. And these are gonna cook in probably like 3 or 4 minutes. They're gonna be absolutely fantastic. It's cool. So we got that. These are looking really delicious. These are kind of cool. And we've also got some other stuff which is great too. Check these out, right? We've got some soft scrambled eggs with avocado and smoked salmon. That's delicious, right? You guys are big, I love that. Now
And
this is
that
really
salad.
And this is really cool too. This is one of my great recipes out of the book. And this is a ricotta tart. And also because this is like this time of year, you guys like fresh tomatoes, like heirloom tomatoes, right?
Right now,
Good Italian guy, right? Absolutely right. So this is like a really cool recipe too, right? So I've got a ricotta tart, right, which is basically kind of like a simple pie crust with eggs, fresh ricotta cheese, a little bit of roasted garlic, and it's really delicious for like a brunch kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I like everything you make.
Yeah. I'm not playing around, Tony. You have me on the show, you're gonna get it. That's all I gotta. That's all I got to say, man. All right, so we put some really beautiful fresh heirloom tomatoes on top of this. All right, also some fresh olives and stuff like that, and that's a really kind of a great brunch just like that. And it's just really, really delicious. All right, we'll take a look at these guys
I'm
in here.
salivating here. I got to tell you,
man. I'm glad.
We need
to
a
be
spatula. There it is.
Okay, cool. So now take a look at this, right? So in about 2 minutes flat, all right, they're gonna get nice and brown, and we're gonna flip them over on one side, flip them over on the other, let the other side kind of brown, and then we're gonna sandwich them up with a little bit of caramelized apples, and they are just the bomb.
All right, so let's put them
Really
together.
delicious.
Let's taste this.
All right, cool. Okay, this is what they look like when they come out, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, really, really great. All right, so you can tell they start nice and caramelized, right? All right. Got 2 pieces just like that. Okay, a little bit of powdered sugar. Boom, like that. It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Bring it on.
Oh, this looks great. This looks great.
Isn't that great? Delicious. Go on.
Read that. I got it.
Tony's got his mouthful. You get my cookbooks, real kitchens and bookstores all across the country. And I've also got a great product line at Mervin's out on the West Coast. You can check it out. It's called Real Kitchen. You can also pick it up at mervins.com. Pick it up, check it out. I'm glad. Look at this man, Tony Danza, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Danza.
Next, the master of illusion, David Copperfield. Tomorrow, Judge Judy tells it like it is.
Back in New York City. My next guest has floated over the Grand Canyon, walked through the Great Wall of China, and made the Statue of Liberty disappear. Here's a look at his latest show, An Intimate Evening of Grand Illusion. Welcome, Master of Illusion, David Copperfield. Thanks so much for coming. Love to see you. Wow. Gee, I wish I could do some of that stuff. That's wild.
Thank you very much.
That looked great. When is that on?
We are on tour right now. I'm touring all over California.
Oh, that's the show.
That's my live show. We're on tour in California, all over the West Coast, and I'm in Vegas next week. West Coast all through October and November.
Well, you know, I know we're supposed to talk about some other things, but did you do 500 shows last year?
Yeah.
How do you do 500 shows?
Last week I did 17 shows in a week, yeah. It's fun, though. I have a really good time. The audience, you know,
yeah, that's great.
It really revives you when you get out here. And so many beautiful women in the audience, you know, it really motivates you.
Hey, yeah, David, I like that. So how'd you get interested? Well, how did you get interested in magic? I mean,
I started as a ventriloquist. I was a little kid magician. I was a really bad ventriloquist. Nobody could tell which one was a dummy, so I got rid of that, and I immediately started doing magic, you know, and I had kind of a knack for it. And I made my teacher disappear, my very first trick. Very popular. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that very well. Oh, look at that.
I mean,
look
right,
at that picture.
Oh, there's a young David Copperfield.
That's there you go. And that's That was just last year that
I was
picture
just
was
going to
taken.
say, a couple of months ago.
I get rid of that suit, a horrible suit.
Now, speaking of school, like if I could do all that stuff, did you ever change the report card or, you know, make up
I thought about that.
Yeah,
That would have been the smartest thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I did cheat. I did cheat in class.
You cheated, and you're coming clean right now on national TV.
I did. It's horrible. Don't try this at home, kids. But when I was a kid, the only thing in school that you get was a Luden's cough drops. Remember Luden's cough drops?
Sure, I do. Yeah.
And I would. This is before Photoshop. I actually made a cheat sheet for a chemistry class to match the back of Luden's cough drop box. I mean, exactly. And I slipped underneath the plastic.
Right.
And I, you know, I was sitting taking the class and developed a cough because I couldn't. I pulled out the box, and I had this teacher named Dobush, who was this enormous man, and I'm saying, this looks really good. You know, I'm taking the class, and the job is so beautifully done. So I leave it on the desk while I'm taking the class, and all of a sudden, you know, the shot is me looking, and his fingers come into the frame and pull out the box, and I go, oh my God, what's happened? And I turned around, and he was eating the cough drops from the cough.
But he didn't see it.
No, he did. He puts it down. 2 seconds later, he went. You know, he said some words that I can't say on TV, and he came back and he gave me an A.
Really?
For fine
workmanship.
Graphics.
Graphics. Yeah.
Yes. The
now,
design alone.
You performed for presidents, and you've performed all over the world. I mean, so what's it? You got any great stories about a president that can you relate?
You know, I did a show. Reagan was great. He was amazing to watch. You had. Yesterday, Liza was on the show, and it was me and Liza Minnelli and Baryshnikov doing the show. And smoke machines back in those days would work with oil, were oil-based. And the smoke machine exploded, and it squirted hot oil on Ronald Reagan in the audience.
On the president?
On the president. It was cool. He was cool about it because he was in show business. But, you know, the next few years, Clinton was in the audience, and he would have really enjoyed the hot oil, I think. But, a year too early.
No, I get it. I get it. So did the government ever try to recruit you? I mean, I'm thinking about you. You could be like a big help. You could could fool some of these guys, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, I do, actually.
But you can't talk about it.
Can't talk about it on TV, no.
You'd have to kill me, probably, if you told me.
Right, something like that. Or give away cars or something like that. That's
Don't get your hopes up, folks. So when we come back, David's going to show us some fun and amazing tricks he brought from his home. Please don't go away.
Next week, multi-talented Suzanne Summers.
Hey, we're back with David Copperfield, and you know, I was at your house for a party. I saw a lot of this stuff, and he was nice enough to bring some really cool things from his apartment. So
this isn't magic. These are initiation devices, antique initiation devices, kind of like hazing things. The producer said, you know, maybe you've been spending too much time in L.A.
Right.
You need to have the roughness of New York.
Oh.
These are We're going to initiate you back into New York. Don't hate me, ladies and gentlemen. This is the producer's idea.
All right, so
put your feet here like this. This is going to test your strength. You're going to lift there, and you're trying to get into the club.
Okay. I'm strong, I'm telling you. You ready?
Yes.
Oh,
it's all right. That was very good. Excellent. How's your butt? How's your butt? Your butt is okay.
My butt's tougher.
and this is a.
You mean that was the beginning?
Only the beginning. This is really awesome. Step up here. This is the Trader's Judgment Stand.
Okay.
You know, yes.
Now what do I do?
Exactly nothing. You just kind of stand there.
Oh, come on.
It's okay. This is very good.
Wild.
He's a real man.
That's wild.
Okay. How are we doing on time there?
No, that's
3 minutes. We're going to go slower now. Put these on.
Goggles?
Yes. You understand what these are for? These are to initiate people into clubs and so forth. But these are all antiques, and they still work, and they still.
It's incredible that
you know, you're getting more and more tough.
What do you do if one of these breaks down? Who do you call?
I don't know.
No. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That's what I.
This is a lung tester.
Ah.
And all these were made by the DeMolin Company back in the turn of the century. It's stuff I collect. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to blow in here as hard as you can. Okay. And try to make the dial go.
But I want to know why the goggles.
It's because we really like you. That's why we like you. We didn't like you.
You know, I'm a bit of a trumpet player, you know, so I should be able to blow this pretty
high C.
Pretty well.
High
All right,
C.
here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Belushi, ladies and gentlemen, John Belushi. There he is, eating the donut. You okay?
Will they laugh? Yeah, cut it off. You know. All right, okay.
And one last thing.
Makeup. Uh-oh, one last thing.
One last thing. It's just a little...
It's a very nice chair.
Very nice chair. It's a lovely chair.
It's a lovely chair. Unrehearsed, folks. This is brand.
Absolutely. I guess everything. Tony Danza.
Boy. It's always great having David Copperfield on. What do you got? We got one more.
Well, this is not a initiation device. This is a test of your strength.
Well, then I can do it.
I'll show you. This is if you're a girly man, you can kind of do like that to about 150.
Okay.
But I'm sure you can do better than that. Let's see.
All right.
Let's get it back to this. I got a penny for you.
Okay.
Come over here. Do it.
Oh, so
no surprises. This is the real thing. This is not a joke. This is the real. Come on, Tony. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Tony Danza.
I don't know. That stuff is unbelievable. That chair reminded me of my fight career. Anyway, David Copperfield kicks off his U.S. tour next month. Go check him out. Check out davidcopperfield.com for tour dates. I will be right back. Thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate it. Guests of the Tony Danza Show stay at La Parker Meridian, New York, featuring breathtaking views of Central Park and the Manhattan skyline. La Parker Meridian, uptown, not uptight. If you would like to be part of our live studio audience, then log on to theTonyDanzaShow.com or give us a call at 212-479-8422. I'd love to see you. Closed captioning provided by... You know, yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we were so jammed with music and piano players, we didn't get to introduce our own piano player. We have a wonderful woman, Nadia DiGiallonardo is here. She's terrific. So, that's our second show. I want to thank all my guests, the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, David Copperfield, Kyla Florence, the great Ereka Vetrini. I want to thank to our studio audience. You've been wonderful, folks. Thank you for watching at home. I hope you come back tomorrow. I'll just pick it up and I'll dance a little. Dun, 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 dun. Now take it easy. Take it easy. Oh, yeah.